I'm making a game. Now I know a lot of people are doing that, but that shouldn't be a reason as to why I don't. My name is Joe and I am a uni student studying games development. I have wanted to make games since I was 8 years old, and I have published one before, but it was kind of rubbish and I don't really want to talk about that one. I've worked on a good few uni projects recently. I've made a few prototypes, but I've never gone and challenged myself to make a fully polished game that I could perhaps even put on Steam or Epic, for example. So I thought I would do exactly that. The reason I have chosen to start a devlog is not only to try my best to give myself the best possible chance of creating an audience, but I also suppose a name for myself. Doing this devlog allows me to share my journey whilst also gathering feedback on my project, which would then let me both learn and improve my skills simultaneously. Now, I will be honest, this is my first ever attempt at doing a devlog, and I did start this project before I even got the idea of doing this devlog, but this is the project I wanted to make. So back in my childhood, many years ago, I played a lot of the PlayStation 3, and there was this one game that has stuck with me through all those years. It wasn't a massive title, I would say. It wasn't anywhere near the stature of the games such as Minecraft, Skylanders, Terraria, but it was a game called Pain. I can't exactly pinpoint as to why I fell in love with this game. I think the mix of physics, wacky graphics, and the fact I get to launch people at a giant bowling ball really matched whatever was going on in my head at that time. Also, not to mention, but it had an absolutely amazing soundtrack. But why am I telling you about my childhood and my weird obsession at launching people at giant bowling balls? Well, to answer that question simply, it's because I want to try and remake Pain into a modern day remaster of the amazing title. I want to, of course, add my own spin onto it, but I really want to capture and try replicate that nostalgia feeling. As I mentioned previously, I had already created this project. I've chosen to go with Unreal Engine 5 to better suit my personal preferences alongside my uni studies, but as of yet, I'm currently nowhere near any sort of build. I've got a couple of the main mechanics done, but nothing spectacular so far. I can't say for definite what platforms this game will or won't be on, but PC is 100% a minimum. My vision for this challenge devlog game thingy is not to become a multi-millionaire who eventually sells my game to a massive company, although the multi-millionaire part does entice me, but my vision is to challenge myself. It's to grow my skills and have a project that could be seen as a full game and not a demo or a prototype. I want to have fun during this and I want to learn, but my main goal is to develop this game into what I know it can be. I have absolutely no idea as to when the next part of this devlog will be out, whenever I make sufficient progress I suppose, but in the meantime I just want to say thank you for sticking around. Feel free to leave any suggestions or questions you have in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.